Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thanks for tuning in. Happy 11/11 portal. I'm here with a tarot reading for any placement of Libra. Anyone is welcome though. You don't have to be a Libra, right? But Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement, MC, etc., could feel they resonate with this reading. I'll use a variety of tarot and oracle cards, and I'll also share channeled messages. We'll get angel numbers, animal numbers, messages from your guides, future self, higher self, all the good stuff, right? We'll get some divine direction here. We'll talk about what 1111 means in numerology and just as a number in general, angelically, I guess you could say. There's something better, right? So there's your first angel answer message. There is something better. And I'm getting something actually within the next few months here. I am feeling that as an intuitive. So maybe you've been seeing 1111 and that's why you've been drawn to this reading. And maybe this reading can help answer some of those questions. 1111 is definitely one of the more recognized angel numbers. It connects to spiritual awakening, alignment. Maybe you see it on clocks, receipts, just in general, street signs, etc. It's kind of as though, when you see it, I don't know about you, but as a spiritual person, it does make me kind of stop and think sometimes if the universe is communicating to me, on some sort of like in code, basically, with the numbers. But for a lot of us, it can feel just charged with meaning, right? It's like it's a reminder that we're aligned, we're connected to something greater than ourselves. And at this time of year, that veil is much thinner, right? The veil between the seen and the unseen. It's a portal, really. It's an energetic alignment, and it encourages us to remember that really who we really are, we're beings of light. We're all beings of light having a human experience, if we're humans. Maybe I have some cats and dogs watching out there too, but anyway, we have take action here. So maybe take action towards something better, something you feel is in alignment. 1111 too is it's a mirror. When you think about it, the 11 and the 11 are, if they were facing each other, they're mirroring each other. And so I feel it's a time when we really are kind of facing what needs to be faced. And number one in numerology, when we break down 1111, the ones represent new beginnings, individuality, creation. There's manifestation in there. I think of the wands in tarot. The 1111 card is that Four of Wands. So forming kind of the gateway. I guess you'd call it like an archway. It's adorned with the garlands, and it's success and victory. And so maybe some of you are moving on to a new phase, something that's much more meaningful, or just into a more powerful time. And I think of the High Priestess, and I think of Justice card. So listen to your intuition here, it says. And I think the 1111 does encourage us to do that. Definitely, absolutely. And to be reflecting on really what feels right, and what do you want your experience as an infinite being of light having a human experience to be? What would you like it to be? And we have ask your angels. So some of you may be wondering if you should be taking action on something that feels better, if you should be listening to your intuition. So the guidance here is, first cards out are indicating listen to your intuition and ask your angels for support. That's why I wanted to use the angel number, or the angel answers cards. The decks I use are all down below. Let's see. So in tarot, 1111 is, again, it's Justice card. That's the most direct link, right? The most direct link. Number 11 in the major arcana, and it's balance, truth, divine order. Connecting to Libra and the scales, symbolizing equilibrium and fairness. All right. I thought we'd use the Unseen World Tarot for this one. Oh my goodness. Get out. You have Justice. That is so cool. You have Wheel of Fortune. I was just talking about Justice on our 1111 reading. And then we have the Eight of Swords. There's a nice little hummingbird there. Higher vibration, higher frequency. So it says, that's what's falling underneath that. There's something better. I mean, justice, it's like things are going to balance out. With the Wheel of Fortune and Justice, I love seeing that, because that is like there's it's connecting to your destiny. It's connecting to the fact that I think you're right, friends. I think there is something better, and maybe you're feeling this change. You're feeling this wheel about to shift, something about to change in a much better direction for you. The Eight of Swords, though, again, that's a reminder. Usually they have that blindfold on them. Use your intuition. Right? Maybe you're feeling some sort of restriction, or you have been, but it's like it's self-imposed in some way, or you're not seeing a way out of something, and there is a way out. And in fact, bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. And if I had to connect a suit to the 11s, to wands, I would say probably wands, because they are connecting to action, manifestation. But it could be a variety of different suits. So Queen of Wands, nothing stops a Queen of Wands. Nothing at all. And that's what's interesting, is that that's your first card under take action. And that is exactly what a Queen of Wands would do. So just like the scales weigh light and shadow, 1111 mirrors the alignment between the dualities, right? The thought and the manifestation, the intention and the result. So knowing there's something better, but taking action. You have to have the balance of both. So 1111 appearing, it's like as though the universe has said, wait, time out, let's get back to a place of balance and integrity. Let's ask, am I living in alignment with my truth? I think of 1111 being connected to the Suit of Swords too. Because I think about it as far as, if our thoughts are aligning with our actions, or our words aligning, because every action is an expression of our vibration. So under take action, Queen of Wands, you also have the Knight of Cups. Are you really following your heart, as that Knight of Cups would? Are you putting what it is you want out there in how you're really living your life too? Not just maybe saying it, but are you actually taking action towards what might be better for you? 1111 is about synchronicities, right? It's the alignment between things that seem like a coincidence, but they're not, right? They're guided by something higher. 1111 is like when you're basically, you're being mirrored, how you're expressing yourself is being mirrored back to you. Maybe you're seeing it play out in nature, or in the behavior of your kids, or just even just expression in general, even in a show you're watching, you're seeing something like play out. It's like facing a mirror. And I think that's really cool that Justice came out with the Wheel of Fortune, because I feel like both of those cards can act as a mirror, and especially that Wheel of Fortune too. That's because that can be like cause and effect just as much as Justice can be cause and effect, right? So what you put about, you bring about, that sort of thing. So really, yeah, it opens something within. We had a card flip over. It's the Moon card. Oh my gosh. What a card of intuition, huh? Yeah. And really, the thing with the Moon card showing up in this reading with the take action, Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Moon, I feel for some of you, there's just been a lot of, it's almost as though there's been this haze, this fogginess of if something is realistic too. It's sort of a misinterpretation. It feels as though you're maybe something that you once thought you decided you were never doing again, like a career, for example. Maybe you are feeling suddenly really inspired to take action. It kind of feels as though we're talking about the veil being thinner. It feels as though something has been veiled. it feels like something that, again, maybe you thought you missed an opportunity, but maybe that wasn't true, because we have this Eight of Swords next to the Moon card. Maybe it was, I don't want to say, oh, it was all in your head, but a lot of our thoughts are like kind of, just coming from that headspace, and maybe you've been deep in thoughts and analyzing things and haven't been able to get some sort of clarity, because maybe there's just been a lot of like change of mind, or a frequent change of direction, or not feeling like you're getting clarity in some way. That's just what it feels like. So I'm always going to tell you what it feels like to me, intuitively too, right? Not just the meanings themselves of the cards. So listen to your intuition. Is clarified by strength. So this is like having that power, having that courage to do what you feel is right. And it has to do with manifestation. It has to do with living that life you want to live, creating it. Because look, you have that infinity symbol here. And that makes me think of 1111 as well. But the Magician is card 1, right? Major Arcana 1. And that has to do with manifestation, creation, desire, resourcefulness. I'm also getting this message right now too about the cycles in life, and thinking of sort of that death card energy, and transformation, and things are really, it's like kind of a matter of how you're looking at something too. So maybe you have something going on right now, and it is time to really get that clarity, but having the actions align with what you then receive as an answer. Some of you may be asking your angels for help, asking your guides, asking the universe for signs, and you're getting them, but then it's like you don't know what to do with them, maybe, or not having that courage to follow through with something. Now, this is only some of you, right? Take it or leave it. This is just a general reading, right? So it's either for you or it's not. I do hear clairaudient loud. Some of you need to take your time and slow down. There is no rush with something. You have the Five of Swords. Come up with a strategy before moving forward. Some of you absolutely need to rest and restore. Have that solitude too. I do feel that, even though it's the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords comes after that Four of Swords, though, right? Which is rest, restoration, contemplation, solitude, maybe. Because it's not just about like winning, okay? This Five of Swords, it's not just about winning. That's not, it's about really feeling as though, like, not wanting to regret something, and really living truly in your power, and living with compassion for yourself and for others, with that Strength card there. And remember I was saying I was getting like Death card. There's Death card transformation. You have the maybe some of you, you've outgrown something, the snake out shedding its skin here. Some of you may be ready to just sort of take charge and to go for it, to really take action, because there's something better. You're ready to have some sort of victory, it feels like. What else do we have, please? Well, we have the Page of Swords here. Ask your angels, and then the Page of Swords. So this could absolutely be some sort of new learning coming in, a message you're receiving in some way. You're encouraged to stay curious and not just listen for the answer you want to hear or you assume, but really be open, be very open to what it is that's coming in, and make sure. I'm going to give you just a little warning that I am getting right now. Be very careful about self-sabotage and self-deception. Being very honest with yourself is key. You also have the Six of Wands and the Ancestor spirit. So the Ancestor spirit is like a bonus card in this deck, and it's number 22, right? And 22 is made up of 11 and 11, right? So wow, what a fantastic card to get in this reading. 11 and 11 is in fact 22. Let's look at this, friends. You start out with card 11 in tarot, Justice card. That's your first card for this 11-11 tarot reading. Your last tarot card on this part, anyway, of the spread is 22, which is 11-11. So you go from 11 to 11-11. But all these cards in between, let's talk about them, and we'll get clarifiers too. You also have the Six of Wands And the Six of Wands is victory and success. This is good news. This could be leadership. It's triumph in some way. I like that it comes after the Five of Swords. Let's see. I want to see what the artist said as far, the creator of the deck, as far as Ancestor Spirit. So Ancestor Spirit in this deck is about wise and protective energy. And that's about standing between two realms. It very much, it gives me like High Priestess vibes too. And I'll talk about the High Priestess in a minute as far as 1111, because I kind of reflected on that too before the reading. But the Ancestor Spirit is between two worlds and ready to show support and send messages, such as through 1111, right? So this is about being never too far away, never too silent or too distant. Sorry. So we're connected to roots here, through lifetimes, through family, through however, right? This isn't about, it's like never being forgotten by your ancestors or by spirit. This is about the power of resurrection and the light in your heart, that pure light in your heart. Again, we are all light beings. And so as I said, with I get High Priestess vibes off this card. And so another layer of the 1111 symbolism is in that High Priestess card, where she has the ancient pillars, right? It's making me think of this with the Ancestor Spirit. She has the ancient pillars, the Boaz and the Yakin, and they're about duality, just like justice, duality. There's the darkness and the light, the masculine, the feminine, the physical, the spiritual. So the seen, the unseen, right? And that's again the mirrored pillars of 1111. It's like a sacred threshold between the higher wisdom and your actual intuition. It's the guardian of the subconscious, the keeper of hidden knowledge. That's High Priestess vibes, right? So this would be about moving, not just, it'd be about taking an idea, moving beyond logic and trusting your inner knowing. That's 1111. Stepping into the 1111 portal is when you remember that everything you seek is already in you. Just dropped a couple cards there. Again, that mirroring, deep mirroring. It's such a powerful time. I cannot stress that enough. That's why I wanted to do a very sort of reflective reading where we really go deeply into the meaning of 1111 in tarot and 1111 in general. But let's see what else we get. I'm hearing right now too, clairaudiently, about something about like a higher authority. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then you have the World card. You have some big cards in this reading. So the World card, yeah, this is fulfillment and harmony, right? This is wholeness. This is could be travel, but again, it's another card of seeing things from a higher perspective, even, and having that like victory. Just like the Six of Wands, there's some sort of accomplishment. Speaking of which, I feel, I always, if you watch me enough, you know that I connect the Four of Wands with 1111. I think a lot of readers do, because the way the wands are, there are two wands and then two wands. Well, the Four of Wands, it's like, again, it's like that ceremonial archway, right? And that is joy, unity, again, harmony, spirit. It's celebration, stability, manifestation, right? It's where the inner growth comes out, right? It's like what you've had going on inside comes out on the outside. It's a very powerful like representation and activation, and that's what I feel 1111 is too. It's like taking the mystical, taking the practical, and then unifying them into something really sacred, but something that also plays out in real life. So for example, maybe it is aligning yourself on a path towards really living a more purpose-filled life, but also maybe aligning yourself to what you believe to be what's meant for you. So kind of along those lines. Again, it's reflecting the consciousness back to you, asking you, are you aware of this? Are you creating something on purpose? Are you aligned with your path? How do we stay aligned? I don't know about you, but when I see 1111, I don't look at it as random. There are very few coincidences in life. What else do we have? Some sort of, you're absolutely right. There is something better. So some sort of something that may have felt unjust or unfair, imbalanced. It's as though that's closing out here with this, with the rest of these cards, with the World card and okay, then you have the Two of Cups. Yeah, you could be forming a partnership. You might be wanting to move towards some sort of partnership that feels like it's much more in alignment with what your soul has been almost begging you to do, like get back on track or get back out there, or time to level up. It feels as though for some of you, you're really moving into a much more powerful phase. And there's the Nine of Cups, a much more fulfilling phase, something that is much more satisfying emotionally, spiritually. But how are you going to get there, right? I always want to know, how do we get there? So yes, listen to your intuition, take action, ask your angels, but let's get more guidance on that, please. Ace of Pentacles. Take advantage of the opportunities that are coming your way at this time. That little seed, it has all this potential in it, but then at the same time, it means nothing, because what's potential without action, right? Remember, the 1111 portal isn't something that's just out there, right? It's not just like a thing out in the sky, or it's actually something that's deepening and growing and opening within you. That's why I call it, a very powerful activation. It's like, you could call it, yeah, again, a threshold of intuition and higher wisdom it's like the Justice card's truth and the High Priestess's wisdom, and then the Four of Wands, victory and stability. Imagine all that, like truth, intuition, stability, and together it's like, that's 1111, harmony, insight, celebration of the divine alignment with the human experience. It's merging the two. I hope you came here wanting to know about 1111, because I've got the details for you, right? Okay. What else? Oh my goodness. And there's the sun. Wow. So many good, because you know what your Ace of Pentacles needs? It's going to need a little water. It's going to need a little sunshine. It's going to need a little TLC, right? To really grow. So what is it that you want to be growing at this time? Your energy is extra potent. This, again, another card of joyous outcome, of success, of celebration, of new vitality. What is this portal opening for you? My goodness. What's it gonna be? Whoa, and one on the floor. Okay, and one. Now it's interesting, the one that fell on the floor. So here's the one that fell on the table, Judgment. Another huge card. So some of you are absolutely, it's like a big wake-up call, and I'm going to tell you, you're like in the spotlight. This is major glow-up vibes with the Sun and Judgment, plus that Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands. I mean, you have your card here, Libra, Justice. I mean, you have all kinds of major cards coming in. But we have, what fell on the floor was this Ten of Wands. Some of you need to release yourself from a restriction, from some sort of burden, from overload, from something that is done. Some of you, I feel like you have reached a limit as far as what you can handle, the stress, the struggle, and you're ready to put that burden down. And guess what? When you do, you have a Ten of Pentacles and you have a Queen of Wands. You'll be getting that new vitality, and you'll be getting that long-term success. And for what I'm getting right now, this is major for those of you who want to be entrepreneurs. Take advantage of this portal, right? Feel those four pillars, those four wands, the Four of Wands, the 1111 card, right? Feel those pillars within you. The intuition, the action, the soul and the self, they're merging, they're coming together and allowing you to step into that light, to show your light to the world. Maybe you're already in perfect harmony with the universe. Maybe there's nothing more that you need to do or be. Just be you, right? Enjoy life, live life. Something here awakening within you. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Will it take work? Of course. Yes, most things worth having do, right? But this is about you having that power, that authority to be able to create. And there's the Emperor. Remember I said I was getting major entrepreneur vibes? There you go. There's the Emperor. And when you think of the Emperor, card 4, well, that's 1, 1, 1, 1. There's 11, 11 again. You can't make it up. There it is. So that's again, that's that authority. That's you being in control. Leadership. But again, I just want to remind you, in addition to hard work, there does need to be some strategic planning, right? It's not just simply, oh, we're going to just, wing it and ask for divine help and that's it. No, some of you do have a big breakthrough coming in, though. It does feel like that after many sleepless nights. But this is you're seeing something from a higher perspective. Maybe that's what this whole portal will be for you, for the majority of you. Maybe you will be, in fact, seeing something, really just there's going to be just a huge shift. It feels like, I don't know. I've been feeling this for a while. It's not just because of the 1111 portal, but it feels like there's something really, it's almost, I'm getting like you're shaking yourself free from like a knot. If you imagine a bunch of string or something like all balled up and it's been kind of knotted up for a while. And I just imagine kind of being shaken out and like, being able to breathe again, being able to really kind of, flow more freely with things. And all right, let's see what else. So let's ask, I want to know, what are you being called to release or bring into balance? Let's get some, let's get a Power of Surrender card. What is the Libra collective being called to release or bring into balance for this 1111 portal, please? Like shadow side, basically, right? Surrender to your soul's path. Well, what do you know? Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. What else? Surrender to low self-esteem. This is about you deserving success, love, and abundance, and setting the intention and identifying and releasing any remnants of low self-esteem. Chances are, friends, they didn't even come from you anyway. They came from someone else's feeling of lack about themselves, and it was projected upon you. Now, what higher truth or insight is emerging right now? Higher truth or insight. Oh, let's use these cards. Higher truth or insight emerging. The light side, right? What do we need to release and what is emerging? Higher truth is emerging right now. A reality check. It's time to assess, explore, be honest, and be determined. As I said, we don't want to be like lying to ourselves, right? We want to be honest with ourselves. And I think it's interesting, you have 2 cards with unicorns on them. I'm not entirely sure which deck this is, by the way. It might be by Radley Valentine, but here's the back of it. Okay, and there's the front of it. Here's what it looks like. So I don't have the box. Don't know where it is. Maybe I'll find it. But anyway, so this is about, again, like the higher truth coming in. It's going to come through assessment, exploration, being honest, being determined, staying focused, right? So those are the things that could be popping up right now. It could be a reality check, right? It's like a wake-up call for sure for some of you. What else? Shamuel. So Archangel Shamuel, color of light green here. This is how you can harmonize your human experience with your higher self. through this energy of Shamuel. This is about happiness, energy, hope, vibrancy, living in that sort of energy. And it's card 1. And this card was card 31. So 3 and 1 is 4, right? Makes me think of that 4 of Wands again. And Shamuel, also card 1. So let's see. What's ready to take form for Libras? This is about manifestation now. What's ready to take form as Libra steps into this energetic gateway? What's ready to take form, Libra, is healing. This is about you having been through a difficult initiation. It's prepared you for the role of healer. And don't doubt your power. What else? What else is ready to take form as Libra steps through the energetic gateway of the 1111 portal? Blooming. How interesting. You have healing and then you have blooming, and they're both lotuses. So you may resonate with lotus in some way. This is about you not being built to shrink down to less, but to blossom into more, to bloom, to spark with no holding back. Again, nothing stops a Queen of Wands. Libra, for so many of you, it is your absolute time to shine. And also, you have wealth. That's what else is ready to take form. As you step in, as you grab hold, as you put those thoughts, those feelings into action, new financial opportunities will come in. And it's to help you achieve that long-term success and stability that so many of you have been wanting and been asking for. Let's get a message from Spirit or your higher self. Change. Butterfly. A lot of butterflies in this reading. So the message from Spirit, from your higher self, about the greater meaning of this activation is you being open to change. Be willing to let go of what you planned to have the life that's waiting for you. It's waiting to be created by you. You also have empowerment. I always get Emperor vibes. Oh, and actually, I put the deck down, and on the top, there was this one turned over. We get this one a lot, Libra. So you have answers too. So you have empowerment. Give yourself permission to practice your power. You're more powerful than you realize. And I think it's about holding your head held high too. And you also have, answers. If you've been confused about a situation or person, rest assured you'll get the answers you seek. Very powerful stuff here. Very, very nice. Let's get a little clarity if it's about a relationship in some way. Relationship messages. So you could get some sort of long-awaited message from someone dear to you, or just something you've deeply desired to know about. So there's, you know what you're getting? Some of you are getting good news. Oh my gosh, I just saw 3333 on the timer. Some of you are getting good news here. If it has to do with some sort of, really any communication that involves another party. Anything else? No? Okay. Now what if it's, let's get some from the abundant career path kind of message. We have an unforeseen delay. So a delay occurred for some sort of reason, right? Some good, some bad, some might not even. So it could be a blessing in disguise, right? Some sort of delay. So this is about assessing the reason and then exploring other solutions. Libra, there's a reason maybe why something didn't come through yet. That job you wanted, or maybe you didn't get the other jobs because you have something better coming in. Same thing with relationships or a move you were trying to make, right? And look, Libra, no coincidences. Look at the angel wings here and how they're a mirror for each other, just like 1111's a mirror. No coincidences. Like when you see 1111, for example, that is not a coincidence. Notice the doors are opening. Notice the ones closing too. Step through the ones that open. Take the lessons from the ones that close Nothing happens by chance, especially now during this very powerful activation. This could be why some of you might start seeing 1111 or other angel numbers even more. And it's like your guides are really trying to get your attention here. There's fast takeoff for some of you. So again, you're getting this duplicate message now, Libra, of taking action. The sooner you take action on something that feels right, it's got to feel right. Once you build the momentum, you'll make progress. It'll ignite a spark, and that'll motivate you to continue pushing forward even more. That momentum, it will build upon itself. I want to get some angel numbers. 666 leave that doubt behind. This is about releasing and healing for greater things to come. You have 2020, that's a sign of peace within. So keep calm as you transition into a new life. What else? 444, you're guided and protected. Angels watch over you with love and encouragement. And because it's an 1111 reading, I do want to pull, there's 1111 right there. It's a sign of spiritual awakenings. This is about being drawn to higher vibrations. I'm going to get animal messages for you. And then we're going to use the Tony Carmine Salerno angel healing cards too. I'm going to get a card for every letter of the alphabet so you can look up your initials. Okay, you'll get messages for each initial, or you can do your whole name. Like if your name is, Pat, you can listen for what P was, listen for what A was, T. I think you know how to spell. Anyway, let's get you animal cards. If you've enjoyed this reading, please do like, subscribe, leave a comment, hype the video, be a member. All of it helps. You have hair. Trust in your ability to outpace obstacles, whether they're physical or mental. You have dolphin. Find wisdom in moments of fun and laughter. Take time out to have fun. Just go with the flow. And leopard. Embrace your wild, confident nature and conquer any terrain with elegance and courage. Very nice. So now let's get some angel healing cards. Again, remember, you're already in perfect harmony with the rhythm of the universe, right? You're already a divine being of light. There's nothing you have to do or become, right? Just be yourself and continue to put yourself in alignment with what you feel you're being called to, the higher vibrations. So if your name starts with an A, so letter A, your personalized, well, not personalized, but more individualized message for letter A is Blue Angel. Archangel Michael is by your side and will forever protect you. Whenever you feel fearful, remember his presence. You're safe. All is well. That's A. B. Archangel Sandalphon. I've heard your call for help. Your prayer will soon be answered. C. Think global. Spread your wings beyond the square. Feel the world within your heart. It's your home. Embrace it. Engage with it. Surround it with love. Embrace your vision, and so it will be. D. Welcomed outcomes. So the sun's about to burst through the clouds. You'll see things in a different light, and something that seemed hopeless will be overflowing with promise, powered by possibility. E. Forever treasured. Friendship, family, and life and love are precious gifts. Keep sight of what's most important. F. Peace. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, inner peace is possible. A subtle shift in awareness and you'll be there. Breathe and relax into love and peace will follow. G. Marveling mindset. Optimistic thinking invites a healthy and abundant life. Make your inner voice your greatest companion and marvel at all you're becoming. H. Sacred knowledge. Close your eyes. Go beyond your thoughts to eternal truth, to the I am of everlasting love. I, gratitude. With gratitude, all in your world becomes lighter. Live in thankfulness and the stars will shine brightly. J, wisdom. To be wise, to have great love, tolerance, and compassion for all beings, knowing everything has a place and a purpose, including you. K, inspiration. A fresh idea comes like a gentle whisper to your heart. Listen and act on this inspiration from above. L, Archangel Uriel. A tremendous transformation is occurring in your life and in our world. Heaven and earth are uniting. Spirit and matter are working as one. Your heart and mind are balanced, living and loving in harmony. M, the unknown. Be unafraid of the unfamiliar. Venture beyond the known. Discover transformative new horizons. N, Archangel Metatron. I am your link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and divinity. I'm here to help you with the conflict between your heart and mind. Feel me in the stream of your thoughts and feelings. In unity, there is love. O, imagine. Visualize the life you want clearly. Feel it in your heart and soul. It will come to be. P, Archangel Gabriel. The channels for clear and honest communication are now open. You will soon receive some positive news. Free your heart by speaking the truth with love. Q, Healing Angel. At this very moment, you're being bathed in gold, pink, and deep green light. Accept the healing. We, your angels, surround you with wings of love. You're eternally free, forever fresh, and always abundant. R, Divine Intervention. Progress may be halted and slow, yet this is a blessing. Divine intervention at work, and you will come to fruition. All will come to fruition in perfect harmony. S, Heart Song. Stop and listen to your heart. Your truth shines from within your soul. You can find it in the spaces between your thoughts. Your reality is eternal, unchanging love. And T, Compassion. When you show kindness and empathy towards yourself, the universe responds with a shower of blessings. U, Change. The journey of life's richer and for its changing path. No step is the same as the last. The road is forever fresh and sometimes surprises. Allow your life to unfold gracefully. Be grateful for what is and what will be. V, Transformation. Moment by moment, you're transforming. The great love that holds you in its embrace inspires and supports you to even greater light, even deeper oneness, and even burgeoning wisdom. Oops. W, Archangel Michael. The path is clear. I've removed all obstacles so you can move forward with ease and confidence. Your heart's desire is edging closer to reality. And then X, Faith. Stay true to your heart. The storm clouds will clear and the sun will shine once again. Y, Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom, shine, and transform into an ever greater light. And Z, Kindness. A caring gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. That's what I have for you. I thank you all very much for being here. Again, please do like, subscribe, leave a comment. It definitely helps, and I appreciate all of it. And we can get maybe one more bonus message here. Prayer. However complex a situation may seem, all is possible. Ask. We are listening. I hope this 1111 portal tarot reading brought you some clarity. Thanks so much.